guys. It's your favorite youth leaders. Woo!
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching this. We wanted to send you a hello. We miss you. We know you wanted to see our faces. And I was thinking this morning, this is the first time ever that 100% of our youth group is homeschooled. So, hello and welcome, homeschoolers. We're glad you're here.
And what we thought we would do is we do have a little devotional for you guys, but also we thought we would combine our Sunday schools a little bit like we would usually do. So Holly's got a question for you, like she always does in junior high youth. And then I am going to ask you, for you junior hires who haven't been up with me yet, I always do a 30-second update. And so what I want you guys to do is you're going to text us in that group text, and you're going to answer Holly's question that she has for you. And then I want not a 30-second update, but a quick update on how everything's going, how you're feeling, something fun you did, like we always do. Just give me a quick update on your life. So,
and we always start with our question of the morning, and unfortunately no one is here to pick from a hat like we do. But I do have a very special question. So, if you were quarantined in your bedroom for 2 weeks and you could only have 3 items, not including food and water, we're going to let you...
It's just given.
We're going to let you have that, and maybe chocolate too, because I feel like I should give that to you. But if you could only have 3 items with you in your room for 3 weeks, what would those items be?
Quarantined, stuck, no one,
nothing.
3 things. What is your necessity?
So I want to hear that.
What are your 3 things?
Well, chocolate. Well, but I have that for free, so that's awesome.
Given.
Wi-Fi, because I feel like that's not a given.
Okay. I mean, well, let's make it a given.
Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys are getting out of this quarantine easy. So I would have to pick like a phone or a computer, some type of technology to use my Wi-Fi.
Agreed.
And then I would probably want something to like draw or color with, because I feel like that would be fun. And we already have food. I like baking, and I feel like that would take up some of my time, because I need to find something that takes up my time, find a hobby, and probably do some reading. I'm so behind on reading.
I get it. Books.
Yeah.
That'd be a thing.
Anyway. What would you bring?
I would definitely bring my phone. For sure. Definitely my phone. I don't know what else I would bring. A mirror. I would make sure I had a mirror. And my makeup, because I feel like I need to feel pretty. If I was stuck with myself for 3 weeks, I'd need to feel pretty.
Oh my goodness.
There you go.
That's awesome. So always after our question, we go through our prayer request time. So this is also something, when you're texting, you can let us know, is there anything you want us to be praying for you about or concerning? It doesn't have to do with any of this corona stuff. It could be with the fact that your mom is now your teacher and you want prayer for that. It could be that, I don't know, whatever you want prayer for, we want to pray for you. So just let us know that. Okay?
Mm-hmm. I'm good. You want to?
Knew you were going to start it.
What am I saying? Guys, we planned this. I swear we talked about this and planned this.
Take a little bit of an intermission while Becca thinks about...
I'm just kidding. I really don't remember how I was going to start it. I do remember what we wanted, but I don't remember what you were going to say.
Yeah, you were saying it and leading up into what I was...
What was it about, not the creativity thing?
No.
I really don't remember.
All right, guys. Well, I'll just share something quick that was on my heart, and then Becca can share whatever she comes up with. We talked about this so many times, but anyway. So I've been thinking about that verse in 2 Timothy 1:7, where it talks about, for God will never give you the spirit of fear, but the Holy Spirit, who gives you mighty power, love, and self-control. And so for many people, me and Becca included, there's not a lot of fear We don't have any fear. God's given us this immense sense of peace and hope, and even just a vision for the fact that this is a time of creativity and innovation and amazing stuff happening in our country and in the world. But as Christians, you are going to come in contact with people that are fearful. You're going to interact with people maybe at the grocery store, maybe your friends at school when you're texting them. They're like, dude, this is messed up. This is weird. Maybe it's going to be a family member, like a grandparent that you're talking to on the phone because you're calling your grandparents, right? Make sure you're calling your grandparents. So there are people who are struggling with fear right now because they don't understand what is going on and all of that stuff. And so this is a reminder that God has made you peacemakers in the world, and that you have the opportunity to not only bring peace with you, but this verse says you're bringing mighty power. You are empowered when you are going out there, and it says that you're bringing love. And as Becca's going to talk to you about, the love that brings generosity, a love that doesn't hold back, even though we have to keep this social distancing, you are going to be able to bring love, and you're also going to bring self-control, which probably means not punching your brother in the head when he makes you mad during homeschool.
Truth. Yeah, I mean, for real though, let's not drive everyone crazy. I don't know if you guys have heard that. It's like everybody's saying coronavirus isn't going to kill us. It's being stuck with each other that's going to kill us. No, that doesn't have to be the truth. It doesn't, and it shouldn't be the truth. When I originally sent out the email to you guys, one thing that I talked to you guys about was about what you could practically do during this time. And I told you that the kids and I last weekend passed out about 30 flyers with our information on it to our, just right here in our neighborhood, just letting everybody know, giving them our information so that they knew that we would come and help. And I'm just wondering if you guys thought about that practically at all, about what you could actually do. And like Holly already said, something that you could do is don't leave it all on your parents to be checking in on like your grandparents and your neighbors and your aunts and uncles and all that stuff. I mean, parents right now are definitely overloaded. They've got, you know, as we said, everybody's homeschooled right now, and that's a lot to try and carry. Even if you were already homeschooled, there's just even more to carry right now. And so be a practical help to your parents, and saying, can I call grandma and just check in? Can I call whatever family members you guys usually associate with or care for or whatever? I'm gonna go knock on a couple elderly people, you know, on their doors and like keep my distance. I'm gonna back up and just ask them if they need anything. Be a practical help in your neighborhood, to your family, whatever it is that you have. And in this time, like Holly touched on too, so many people are getting so creative, and I'm sure you guys have seen some of it either on TikTok or Snap or just on YouTube. They are coming up with these silly, fun, amazing things. So right now is a great time. Like, God is not sitting up there saying like, oh man, you know, oh, these poor people. Like, no, He is empowering too the gifts that are inside of His people. And so those who are givers are going to be extravagant givers. Those who are creative in music, here's looking at you, Connor, like, let's see, and even here's looking at you, Gracie, I know you've been writing songs. And so He's going to just give you a double dose of whatever gift it is that He's given you. He's not sitting there waiting for this to pass. He's empowering us to be creative and to do the things that He's called us to do, and He's just preparing us for what is to come. And that's not a doomsday thing. That's a, hey, something is coming. Like, when this is all said and done with, because it is going to be said and done with, it is going to pass, and we are going to come back to a new normalcy. And when that new normalcy comes back, your gifts are going to be empowered and almost like a double portion given to you. And so right now, hunker down and do what you can do. Let God just overflow and inundate you with those gifts that He's given you, with the Spirit that He's given to you. And one quick other thing, generosity is so huge right now. When you can look out there and realize that not everybody, there are a lot of people, there's definitely a spirit of scarcity scarcity in our society right now, and that is not the people of God. That's not who we are. We have the spirit of generosity, and that is not just in our toilet paper. It's not just in our food. It goes with our words, with our time, with our attitude, with everything that we are. We are people of generosity, and I don't remember the reference to it, but it says a generous man prospers, and that's who we are. We are not a scarce mentality people. We are a generous mentality people. When the rest of the world looks at where things are empty, we look at where they're full, and we are full. We have the Spirit of God in us. He takes care of us, and we can let that come out of us in every single way. So,
well, and that's interesting that you say that about our gifts, because that same verse that I read to you in 2 Timothy 1, I read it to you in the Passion Translation, but I want to read it to you quick in the Message Translation, and it says, God doesn't want us to be shy with our gifts, but bold and loving and sensible. So as Becca has mentioned, you guys have gifts. This is a time of preparation and refinement for you to spend the time working on the gifts that God has placed inside of you, and He's going to enlarge those gifts. He's going to refine those gifts, and He's going to empower them so that you can use them for His glory. And so we're just so excited that we had the opportunity to share with you. It turned out to be a little bit longer than we thought, but sorry. It ain't TikTok, my friends.
yeah, you guys will be fine. So don't forget to share with us your answer to the quarantine question. What 3 things would you want with you? Give us a quick update on how you're doing, and then let us know how you are going to be creative and generous, and let that peace that passes all understanding really guide and drive you in your decisions and what you do. What are you going to do today, this week, that is going to affect everyone around you, including your family? All right, guys. I think that's it. We love you. Get a hold of us if you need us for anything. We are here, all quarantined too, and
be looking for our next video. It's Renegade. Bye.